Transformation, a modern term used by the domestic state officials. Nursultan Nazarbayev has demanded that the national companies shift to a new work format. State assets should not just work upon the laws of the market but also should become competitive and profitable. The guests of today's program persuade us that the targets are quite real. Despite the period of low prices on hydrocarbons, the major oil companies not only have reduced losses but also have registered operating profit. So what is transformation? We will tell about it in today's program. They say that business transformation program in KMG International has started because there was no other way out. 2009, a European asset, 2 refineries, 1 petrochemical plant, a service company, own network of filling stations, come into the full ownership of Kazakhstan. However, alongside this asset, the national company took in negative financial indicators. In 2013, we actually faced a very aggressive environment. The refining margin dropped to a critical level of specifically, the market was competitive, sales have fallen. Besides, the company was not in the best situation. With this background, it was decided to commence a transformation program. The program was entitled Change for Good. As it turned out, there was necessary to change for good almost all KMG International business streams: refinery, supply chain, logistics, retail and trading. These were the range of tasks which outlined the perspective for the subsidiary of the national company to be not only the intermediary for delivery and refinery of the Kazakh crude in Europe, but also to create a diversified oil company operating under international standards. For Kazakh management, who did not yet have the experience of the European market, the issue was extremely ambitious. This major project started with gathering the information needed to understand where and how the profit was lost or expenses inflated. For this purpose, the ordinary employees were also asked to get involved in this process. Any idea leading to a better functioning of the entire company, or at least of one structural subdivision, was thoroughly analyzed. I was set the task to reduce losses. I began with monitoring, amendment and control of the procedures. And the first thing I spotted was the lack of transparency. After I had carried out some calculations and made clear some data, we could see what happened. A new system helped to exclude the losses. Now all the processes are mostly automated. The driver shall apply a request for fuel. After receiving the barcode, the driver lines up in an electronic queue, drives into the territory of the depot where he is weighed, then another check run is performed to understand the difference between the weight before and after. The system runs in real time and the results are transmitted to the head office. For the moment, there is only one such depot in the country. However, there is the plan for the next year to upgrade another 5 depots in Romania and to launch the project in Tbilisi. In a decentralized company, there are many ways of receiving one invoice and then to pay the invoice. It can go through various hands, whereas in our shared services center, that invoice has a very clear way. The new approach to work has allowed the company to save $13.5 million since the start of the program in 2013 and up till today. Corporate Services Center is the pride of the entire KMG International Group. This novelty solves 3 issues: improves performance, strengthens links with business, and develops its own staff. The new center has combined 300 processes. There is Shared Services Center, the Business Intellect, TAS Management, Feedstock Management. They have already started, have been developing. We shall not stop them. They contribute to our profit. The main idea of the transformation process is business processes revision. Although sometimes, as recognized by the company, it is necessary just to optimize the expenses. The Shared Services Center serves as an example. It has been working under new rules for almost 2 years. One department carries out the procurements not only for KazMunayGas in Romania, but also for its subsidiaries. It seems quite easy, right? We have been buying hundreds of daybooks, tons of paper, an unlimited number of pens. If we bought separately for each unit, it would show the ineffectiveness of purchases carried out. When we have the opportunity to consolidate and implement the procurement requirements on the level of the entire company, first of all, we get the best prices on the market and we can keep track of the daily requirement of the entire group, which gives us a better control over the budget. Business transparency is the most demanding element. First of all, it is the responsibility towards the shareholder. Presently, the business is interested in the maximum safety of any transaction, which could not give rise to negative consequences. However, the effect of the transformation can be visible not only to the major partners of KMG International. The improvements can be perceived also by ordinary consumers, those who on daily basis fill in the gas tanks of their cars with the fuel produced from the Kazakhstan oil. Last year, under the Change for Good program, more than 90 filling stations throughout Romania were renovated. The transformation program is a kind of symbiosis between companies' own ideas and developments sustained by the experience of international companies. The results are impressive. The Kazakh management was able to double the operational revenue, resulting in $140 million. For example, back in 2013, this amount was by $61 million less. The plans for next year include the implementation of the projects which are currently under development, paying special attention to the future analytical center. What does this mean? For taking managerial decisions, greater volume of different data will be analyzed in a short span of time. Marketing information related to risks, and accordingly, any managerial decision shall be based on a great volume of analyzed analytical data. Such an analytical background is a logical end of the transformation program. The company is confident that the center will help the Kazakhstani top management in Romania not only to take fast but most importantly qualitative decisions. However, the center shall include independent analysts and consultants who will be able to assess even the top management's activity. Whereas for European companies this kind of operational practice is a routine, for Kazakhstan it is a novelty. KMG International is confident that there is a need for changes. There is a new task the company has to face: to become the sole export sales operator of crude from Kazakhstan. The volume of crude sold through Kazakh asset in Europe shall grow several times. The company has reached these indicators in just a few years. In Romania, the transformation program has started earlier than in the Samruk-Kazyna group. In 2015, these initiatives have been combined with transformation program. As you know, Samruk-Kazyna has started its own transformation program, and we also have taken up this program to improve those initiatives. We were unable to determine at that time. The experience of the Kazakhstan asset in Romania has been recognized as success. This is confirmed by the financial indicators. The net revenue for the first 9 months of the current year has increased by $11.4 million. For example, in the same period last year, the company registered negative results, minus $30 million. Now KMG International is sharing its practices with other subsidiaries of the national company back home. The implementation of the transformation program in the major oil company from Eastern Europe shall last until 2018.